wasn't really the, you know, hang out with my husband and drink a beer evening I was hoping for. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amos. Happy birthday to you. God bless you always. God bless you always. God bless you and keep you. God bless you always. Hip hip hooray!
The way he eats stuff like that, he takes.
You remind me of your sister.
No, he's eating the center.
He's just eating like this.
Oh yeah, he likes that.
It's funny how he does it. He eats
What's the present?
Yeah.
No, not yet. He's eating.
Not until he gets wiped off.
He hates that word.
Yeah.
Is that so yummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, they're melting back together.
They'll be okay.
It'll still be good.
Hey.
Taste for horses.
Should I start making the little matching room?
Oh.
That'd be a good plan.
Where's the cookbook?
You can just use mine.
So he's got the coffee ice cream bottom, and then chopped up peanut butter cups and score bits in the middle, and then vanilla ice cream, and then more score bits, and dulce de leche, and whipped cream.
No, whipped cream then the food.
Okay. What is it, Freya?
Dulce de leche.
Come on, Cassie.
No. Sir. No.
I was going to throw me upside down. Okay, is that where I'm sitting? Okay, straighten up this so that more people can. It's so.
Can I try again?
So my boys brought me breakfast in bed, some birthday cake from Amos's birthday last night, coffee, and see the middle one with the poundings on it? My husband just bought that for me, and it means so much. You see, if you follow Five Mary's farm, you know that they do bangles for wedding anniversaries. And I've had the two on the outsides for quite a few years and kind of just never found more that I wanted that also weren't an exorbitant price. So apparently when we were in town a few weeks ago, he saw this one in a store that I was trying jeans on in, and he went back and got it. So it's silver and it's got little poundings on it, and it was just such a thoughtful gift. It means so much. And that black is activated charcoal that I got all over my hand. And then the other part of their birthday present for me, apparently I didn't take off my mascara properly last night, is that the boys are out milking Clover and taking care of the goats for me. And I'm fully taking advantage of that. And I'm still in bed drinking coffee. The boys are fully capable of milking Clover, like they help me milk every day. They have enough of their own jobs that I never ask them to milk Clover and take care of the milk and all that all on their own, because they got enough of their own jobs. But they wanted to do this for me this morning, so that was very sweet. So it's my birthday, and so I asked Marius if he wanted to milk with me, just to spend a few minutes, just us. So I grabbed a beer for him and a gin mango peach cocktail for me. We're gonna go milk the cow and enjoy a drink together. The boys said that they only got 1.5 gallons of milk for the house from Clover this morning. It'd normally be like 2 to 2.5. So, homegirl held back majorly. We'll see how much I get tonight. So one thought on what could be going on with Clover is bottle jaw, which is to do with worms. So I just used some Epernex, dewormed her. She hasn't been dewormed yet this spring, but I don't know. Her milk production is lower. She's still eating well. She's more subdued, I'd say. But, oh, my cow, my precious cow, you can't be sick, cow. So, you can see it more now here. I was just texting with a couple neighbors. One wonders if she like got something scratchy that like gave her a little cut, but like I can like squeeze on it and she's like, you know, she moves her head because that's what she'll do anyways, but she's not in pain at all because she's had a cut before behind her ear, and man, you couldn't even get near it. She was freaking out so bad. But her, like, she just licked up all her grain. Her rumen fill is good. Maybe I'll show you what I mean by that. But one neighbor is suggesting giving her a painkiller. One's suggesting an antibiotic. I'm kind of not sure what I'm doing. So when you look at a cow from the back, right runt, so that's where she'll carry her calf, left lunch. So here, then there's this triangle. And this is how you can tell their rumen fill. She looks nicely full. It feels like a stress ball. So she's got a good rumen fill. So I know she's still eating well. So I've decided I'm gonna hold off on meds for tonight. Her rumen is full, so it's obviously pain-wise not bothering her so much that she's not eating. And she doesn't have a fever. I took her temperature. Freya thought that was really gross because I stuck a thermometer up her bum. No fever, so I'm not going to give antibiotics. We're just going to wait. Treated her with the Epernex. See how she is in the morning. It's always easier to catch these things sooner rather than later. So I hope I don't regret this. But at this point, I don't feel like there's necessarily something calling for stronger drugs. So I'd say she doesn't look different this morning. You get brushing her hem? It's more when she's up. When she's using her tongue, it depresses. But she was just digging in the round bale, so she's obviously not slower eating. It's when she's up like this that you notice it.
Wow.
I feel like it's not as long, but it's a little deeper. But like when I touch it, she doesn't like being squeezed and touched. She's more sassy this morning. Last night she was very subdued. So
What does that mean?
she was very very chill and not in a good way. You know, like when you're sick and you feel kind of sluggish, that's subdued. So it looks different this morning. Is it bothering you now, cow? So I haven't seen her poops, but just like checking to see for signs of like diarrhea. She doesn't. So I haven't seen her poops, but just checking for signs of diarrhea. That almost looks like some dry mucus. I'm potentially expecting a heat. Her rumen fill is a little low, but it's always lower in the morning. Her udder doesn't feel super full. So let's see how much milk she gives us this morning. Oh, cow, shift over this way. Mac, you want to help me check her temperature?
Sure.
Can you hold her tail up for me? Or just hold it to the side? This is just a baby thermometer that stays in the... You need to do it like from there. Like push it to the side or something. Yeah, she knows what's going on here. Okay. Mac, fighting with her is not going to help.
I'm not fighting with her.
Okay, just hold it to the side like that.
And it's wet.
Yeah, of course it's wet. It's a tail.
Oh, it's wet.
So. Cow's temperature is between 100 to 102, I'm pretty sure. Anything over 102.5 is a fever.
What is it?
Still going up.
What's that?
99.3. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask Mr. Google again here. Okay, so 99.3 is a little low. It should be 100 or more, but it's also like just above freezing, really windy, damp, cold. So I think we're gonna write it off as that. I was texting with Marius, he's inside, he's doing some different reading right now, just on what else it could possibly be, but she's still eating well. You want me to check on Emma with you? Here, let me just, I don't really need to be carrying around a poopy thermometer. This ice, man, but it's warm. We don't need that. We don't need an animal eating that. Oh, it's even attached to a string. This warm, windy weather is gonna melt snow fast. One concern of ours is that it's gonna make fruit trees think it's spring and they'll start blooming. And then we'll get a freeze and they'll die. Because our last freeze, our last frost, okay, what am I doing here? I am not making good decisions. Our last frost is like June. And it's only March 14th. Oh, she's bagging up.
I know.
There's a spring here, so even in the hottest part of summer, it is a mucky, mucky mess here. But yeah, she's bagging up more. You guys haven't seen her in a couple weeks, I think. And yeah, whoa, doggy. Oh, Pepper, I wasn't meaning you, doggy. Pardon me? No, since I showed on, hey, no, don't jump up on me. Oh man, it's windy. No, I'm pretty sure I showed her on YouTube. It's close to 2 weeks now. So, yeah. And like Mac brings them fresh water, but they're not even interested in it because they just drink from this spring. But Hamish has to feed now. Where did he go?
Inside?
Why'd he go inside?
I don't know.
Huh. He was helping me with milking and then I guess he forgot he had more chores. So the first time Emma had piglets, at like that point she gave birth because gilts, so a female pig that's never had a baby before, a gilt, they don't bag up in the same way. But Sal, who's had piglets before, she'll bag up to the point that like every teat looks like half a baseball. So we're expecting her to be really well bagged up. We really need to separate her. We got it like prepped to separate, and then we got a throw up bug, and then we kind of just dropped the ball there. So a We'll get that done. Now, oh, can't forget that. Let's go deal with milk. Okay, I ran back out quick to make sure Hamish hadn't let her out yet. And we're gonna check her tongue to see if it's the start of wood tongue or wooden tongue.
What's that?
Her tongue would look really like swollen and leathery. And it's because like a grass seed or sliver or something got in her tongue. So Marius is coming out. I just quickly ran out to beat Hamish. And Freya wanted to come see too.
Not lumpy at all.
No.
So, how do we get her to open her mouth?
Oh, you're trying to open up her mouth?
Going from the side.
I'm trying.
Easy girl. Easy girl, you're okay. Stick your mouth in the side like in her cheek.
I'm trying.
Or your hands.
So don't want to get bit.
Ah,
Easy girl, you're okay. See anything?
Nothing unusual.
Could you get a good look at it? Take a good look at it.
Maybe it looks a little swollen at the back.
Their tongues are quite big at the back.
Or like I can't see a hole down.
there, low down, I could probably see it.
Easy girl, easy. Well, her tongue's way back there, you can't see it.
Yeah, she's not sticking it.
No, I knew she wouldn't. Easy.
Oh. She got some poo on the couch.
Very small. Like I wouldn't poke that. Let's let the worm medicine. It feels liquidy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a lump.
I just came down because I was gonna go check Clover. A friend of mine's milking tonight, but I still want to check. And this was here in the basement. So I'm interested to see what the story on this is. So I was reading an article about bottle jaw in, you coming out with me, Freya? Oh, and Grandpa's coming. In goats. And it said that quite often in the morning it can look not as bad, and then in the evening it swells up again more. So I'm interested to see if that's what's going on here. It also suggested giving B12 for iron and iron. I couldn't get any B12. And I totally forgot to get blackstrap molasses, and I only have regular molasses. So I kind of failed there a bit. Clover's over here with the goats, which is interesting. But it definitely doesn't look worse tonight at all. It looks like it's gone down a bit. Oh, pup. Hello, Sky Blue. Yes. Hey, girl. She doesn't really like me touching her anyways, but... So I'd say from this angle, I can see that Clover's like a little swollen this morning. Oh, now she just drooled. I've been watching to see if she starts drooling, because that's a sign of a wooden tongue, which is something that, like if they get basically a sliver in their tongue. Yeah, now she's drooling. But she did just drink a pile of water. Huh. I don't want to just jump to antibiotics, but I also don't want to like wait till it's so late that it ends up being like a really huge deal. So I'm in this debate on like what I do. And now I'm like, oh, is she drooling a bunch, or is it because she just drank like 20 gallons of water?
Wow, that's a lot.
So I just took her temperature and it's within the normal range. Cows are between like 100 to 102 Fahrenheit. She's like 100.2 Fahrenheit. Still within the normal realm, which tells me not antibiotics. So I think I'm just gonna give her the painkiller for now. I'm still just in debate on the antibiotics. Like, Clover's poops are a little on the loose side, so I mixed a bunch of baking soda and some red mint conditioner clay with just a little bit of grain, hoping I can get them to eat, pick away at some. And that little shot means we now dump milk to the pigs for 36 hours. Womp womp. She gets antibiotics. Trimidox, I think, is a 4-day dump. But, oh well, we got pigs. I can actually feed it to the calf still too. So I could just save some for the calf because she's not producing a lot of milk anyways. See where we get. Hey, Clover Dover, go out and get some baking soda. So a friend of mine just texted that she's, in her words, 95% sure she's actually got like a low-key pneumonia going on because of our weather fluctuations and such, which is very pneumonia typical. She's just like a little subdued, unexplained drop in milk production. So maybe I'm going back inside and getting that now. It's never simple. I need to put my mum hat back on. Came in here to get Amos ready for bed. He's a fussy bot this morning. Yeah, you're a fussy bug. Anyways, her poop smelled really bad, Clover's. So a friend of mine said it could be winter dysentery, which is kind of like a GI thing that can go through a herd of cows. So I might go back out and have a stethoscope and listen to her lungs. I just am so lost, guys. Cows make a royal mess of their hay. Marius moves the bale feeder around though, so it's been all over the place, but they've now decided they like to just bed out here. Come on, girl. Time to give you a shot. I know. I'm about to make you mad.